People, welcome back to another awesome video, and today we have a TV show review live, but not our usual sort of TV show review that I do very often. This is going to be very different and very, not special, but it's going to be very different because one, I wanted to try this out. Two, you're probably thinking to yourself, okay, if you're going to do a live TV show review, why are we doing it like with a gameplay going on? Because I'm going to be honest, number one, I prefer having like the game, like a game going on or something going on during like live streams or podcasts or anything like that. Plus, whenever I've done live reviews of things in the past, with like when I used to use just my laptop, which I could have easily just done that. I'm going to be honest, I don't mind doing those, but I feel like the quality and the way my camera is set up on my laptop is not really that appealing to me. I mean, I could use it still, but it's just not, I don't know. I'm very 50-50 about how I feel with that camera and that quality of how it looks on there, but I don't know, I just think this is more entertaining using a game. More entertaining, if you will, let's say. I don't know. And then it doesn't make any sense to use this game particularly, but you know what? This is like, again, a free roaming game to use for just live streams, discussions, whatever stuff. Usually free roaming games are a good go-to if you want to just talk about stuff. So, today is going to be a TV show review of Season 1 of the Hazbin Hotel. Now, you're probably also thinking, why haven't you just done a video on this? Well, let me put in some context to everything, and then we're going to go into my thoughts and kind of like talk about, well, I think we'll talk more in depth about some things, but I feel like I'm going to try and address some pointers that I did in my review. So, back when the show was airing, I think when it first was like fully finished and it was first fully released in January of this year, I was like, hey, I'm gonna do a review. I'm gonna record a review and all that fun jazz, right? So that was the plan. I was gonna do a review. I had a whole video and set up and everything, and that it was 14 minutes long. I was like, okay, I can just edit this in Adobe and things like that. So at the time, I don't know why, but at the time, I put it through the Adobe, but it wouldn't take the game. I mean, not game. It wouldn't take the footage. It wouldn't take my recording. And I was like, okay, this is a little weird because this thing should be able to render and upload to Adobe. And I don't know why, but for the longest time, it just would not register in Adobe. And I thought to myself, oh, is it because of how long it is? Because it's one of those situations where it was like, oh, my phone was being stupid, it was having a low storage issue and all these other things. And I thought to myself, great, I'm not going to be able to do a proper video review of this show because I think it's a really wonderful show and it has a lot going for it, and it definitely has a huge fan base for sure, 100%, and it is skyrocketed for sure as well. But I was like, okay, this is not going to be fun. I'm not going to be able to edit this thing. So I had this video sitting there in my gallery, unable to basically do anything with it when I'm like, I can just, it wouldn't finish basically exporting to Adobe, which made no sense. It would freeze like in the middle of the process. And I'm like, that's so weird. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do this as a live stream. And so that was the plan. And that was the plan of action. That's what the plan is of today. I meant to do this back in like probably February, March, whenever I wanted to do this, and came up with this idea, and then obviously things happened and everything. So I was like, you know what, let me try and do this today, since last night I did a live stream. You guys can go check out later. And then I'm doing this. I'm kind of doing some live streams. It's temporary, but I'm doing some live streams again. So my original, that was my original plan. The second plan was I was going to be like, hey, here's what we're going to do, guys. I'm going to have my review for it. Like, I'm going to have the review right here. It's saved on my photos. We're going to listen to it. And I'm going to commentate on it and maybe add some things and be like, hey, this is what I'm talking about here. This is that, blah, 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 so on and so forth, etc., and everything. And I was like, okay, that would be perfect, great, wonderful. That was the initial plan. That was the idea. But recently I found that I kept it in my garbage. Like, you know, like when you have your photos, whatever app you use for your photos, whether it's like Google or just regular iPhotos or whatever it is, you have a trash, you have a garbage little spot where you can just keep everything in the garbage, and then you can erase everything forever, like permanently delete stuff. So I went to my trash spot, and I thought, okay, maybe it's still there because I had it lingered around, hanging around, and all that stuff, and all these other things. And I thought, you know what, I'll come back to it at some point and use it and whatever else. So next thing you know, recently was scrolling and scrolling, and I find that the video is no longer to be found. Because sometimes after like 30 days or so, it would just wipe clean of things. So I didn't bring the video back. I didn't take it out. I didn't export it out of my trash in time for me to be like, yeah, let's listen to it. So now there was no video for me to do back in January or February whenever the show came out. Now there's no video for me to commentate on. So this is just gonna be my just me flat out just putting out my live thoughts on things, and I have everything still in my head of what I think, because I have a still strong feeling of how I felt watching it, and then rewatching it. I feel like I have a better loving of it, even though I still have like one minor nitpick about the show, which it's not a bad thing. It's just like one of those things that I want to kind of go into more specifics on, and I think a live stream is a better opportunity. So with that out of the way, and with that introduction out of the way, let's talk about Hazbin Hotel. And this is a show that is on not HBO Max, it's on Amazon Prime. It's done by A24. It's made by this, I guess, I don't know if she was a YouTuber or just an animator, but her name is Vivian Madreno, and she also has the YouTube channel of VisiPop. And I don't know if she runs it or if she has people that do that YouTube channel while she's making television and doing things like that, but it basically follows the world of hell and its sinners, and the daughter of Lucifer Morningstar, Charlie Morningstar, wants to redeem sinners and bring them up to heaven, but heaven has other plans for sinners by executing them and basically unleashing a whole extermination on all sinners. So like I said, this is directed and written by Vivian Madreno. She's very much known for this series. She has Hell of a Boss, and she has other stuff that I am not familiar with, but I know a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, this stuff, and I'm like, okay, cool. So she is the creator of these series, and I'm pretty sure she made the pilots for these series, because before this show skyrocketed on Amazon and with A24, which props to A24 for picking up this series and making it a series, because I thought it was so cool, because A24 is really got the not the weird stuff, but has like the very indie artsy sort of stuff going on. If you look at it at its their filmography, with movies like there's Pearl, what's Pearl? Yeah, there's Pearl. There's Pearl. I think Pearl, X, and Maxine are all going to be done by A24. Recently, there was a movie called Love Lies Bleeding that was also a A24 film. There's other movies that are escaping my brain, like Moonlight. Moonlight was another. There's apparently, I recently found out, Spring Breakers with Selena Gomez and James Franco as an A24 film. There's like a bunch of A24 films that Robert Pattinson did. Like, I think The Lighthouse was one, and there's another one that he did. But A24's got those like very, not indie sort of things, but kind of does. So I think it's really cool that they decided, hey, let's pick this show up and do something animated. So I think that's really awesome, because back in 2019, this show had been not in existence, but had been around for a while, and it had a pilot. And I remember in 2019, 2020, watching the pilot, thinking, "Oh my gosh, I want more of this. This would be interesting. This is kind of cool. Like this very musical-like style of hell, and its people is kind of intriguing. It's kind of interesting. It was kind of cool." And so I was like, okay, I wanted more of it. And unfortunately, there was only just the pilot. I was like, that kind of sucks. But apparently, Hell of a Boss had its pilot and still was doing a series. So that was, I guess that was, I don't know what to add. I didn't know what to add there. I don't know where the transition was going to go. But the point of that, Hello Boss had a pilot, and then it got a season. And what's interesting is Hello Boss is on just only on YouTube, and I honestly think it could have that same quality of like, hey, what if it was to be released on like a streaming service or something like Netflix or Amazon or HBO Max or something. But then again, I think it's doing fine on YouTube because you wouldn't have to pay for it. I think it's great. I think it's wonderful. But anyways, I have no idea where I'm gonna go with everything because I've kind of don't remember my exact thoughts. If you guys want to leave your opinions, or if you want to leave any questions about the series, or if you want to ask me just random stuff, that's perfectly fine. We're just going to be here for a little while. But I really just dug the show a lot. The first time I really loved it. I was so happy that this show finally got picked up, and it's become it's not become iconic, but I feel like over the months it feels like it's really just picked up, and I can't help but say that and repeat that a lot because of how it just feels like something that is not a breath of fresh air, but kinda is, because it's interesting because people are making the comparison of that, oh, this is like hand drawn, and this is like this is almost like the equivalent of like a Disney project or a Disney property, not in the sense of like Disney would make something like this, but like how theatrical and how very musical heavy it is. It feels like a Disney thing, and especially it being 2D animated, it just feels really refreshing to see. And especially when you have things like not to make this comparison, but I mean, look at Disney. They haven't not touched hand-drawn in decades. And, well, maybe not decades, but a decade. And like to have something like this is just really cool. And I don't know where to even go, to be honest. So I like, give me a moment here. I do apologize for this 100%, but I do see all of you. I have a feeling I know who you are, Alastor. Good to see you, Jamari. Good to see you, Marissa. Good to see you, Tom. Good to see you guys. And if more of you do tune in, feel free to leave stuff in the chat. And if you have anything, you're more than welcome to. If not, you can just continue to watch. And if you come back and check this on the replay, feel free to leave stuff in the comments. I don't even know where to start, to be honest. I mean, the animation's great. The animation is really good. Like I said, it's refreshing to see hand-drawn. I know television, they usually do animated shows. They do a lot of animated series, and I know it's not like, oh, animation's been dead for years, but it's something, I don't know, it's refreshing to see a series like this have such a big impact, a big fan base, and have the cultural impact that it has already. With its songs, its characters, there's just so much to really adore here. I mean, I've gone into my favorite characters, and I will have an annotation to my top 10 favorite Hazbin Hotel characters at the end of this, along with my Hell of a Boss ones, because I have watched Hell of a Boss and Hazbin Hotel. I personally I like Hazbin Hotel more, because that was the first thing I saw in terms of the pilot, and it was the first, like, I saw. And then, after I saw Hazbin Hotel, I watched Hell of a Boss. So I like Hell of a Boss a lot, but I think Hazbin Hotel has like a very like small soft spot for me. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I think it's just because I love its story a little bit more. Not that I have anything against Hell of a Boss, because Hell of a Boss is, without going into like making this about a comparison of Hazbin Hotel, Hell of a Boss, and back and forth, is that Hell of a Boss, it's centered with like the different realms of hell, because there's different rings. There's like 7 rings, like the 7 sins, which is kind of cool, which I didn't know until after watching Hell of a Boss and be like, oh my god, that's actually kind of interesting. You have the pride ring, the wrath ring, greed, and so on and so forth, lust and gluttony and everything. So it's centered around like those types of, like, every single realm and just realm within hell. And Hazbin Hotel centers, I think, within the Pride Ring specifically, but I like that it kind of, I touched on this before, I'll touch on it again, I like that it kind of makes our characters, like, it kind of flips the script with the idea of we have these are characters that we would see as the bad guys, because hell is always depicted as very something evil, something like bad, something like we should be afraid of and be in fear of, and all this other stuff. And hell is a bad thing. I mean, no one would want to end in hell, would not want to end up in hell. But in a fictional world of hell, and how fiction and reality depicts hell, it's bad. And heaven is usually like the holy good guys. But the script is, it flips with the bad guys who we think would be bad guys are good guys, and the good guys who we think would be good guys are actually bad guys. So the sinners are kind of a lot more relatable in that sense, and heaven is more of like we have our purpose of why we want to exterminate sinners, because you guys aren't really that great. You guys are shitty. You guys are kind of screwed up and everything. So we don't want you coming to heaven and redeeming yourselves. But that's the thing, is that a character like Charlie Morningstar wants to redeem everyone in hell, because she sees the world and sees her life as, hey, we can redeem people. And even though we're bad and we're shitty and we sometimes screw up and we can be the worst people in the world and sometimes we fuck up and all, but at the end of the day, there is still redemption for some people. And I think that is a really strong message to have, is even though there are some bad people out there, they deserve redemption. Not all people deserve redemption, but there are some that you could say, like, yeah, they deserve recognition. They deserve a little help. Maybe if you lean them to the right way. Do things like it starts with sorry, or it starts with forgiveness, and all these other things. And I think it's just a great ideal to have, and I think it's just a strong thing to have within its world and within its message. If we're gonna go into Charlie, I mean, like, I think she's the most relatable out of all the characters, because she has this optimistic view, and she tries to keep a positive look and viewpoint about the world, even though everything is filled with like sex and violence and drugs and porn and all sorts of things in between. So it's hard to kind of see the world through a good eyes view, and through a good eyes view. But she tries her hardest, and oh, never mind. I'm hearing the orcs or the people in the background. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, okay. So she has that, and I mean, yeah, the voice acting is tremendous. I mean, there's so many good stars here, and both from theater backgrounds and in voice acting backgrounds. I mean, we have people like I'm trying to think, but like, obviously without naming the obvious, but I'm trying to think. Charlie is voiced by Erica. Her name's Erica. I don't remember her full name, but there's Erica. There's Stephanie Beatrice, Keith David, Blake Roman, Amir, Alex Brightman, Jeremy Jordan. There's so many really good, strong talent in this show with its voice cast. I mean, God, I don't know where to go here, because I'm just kind of like ad-libbing here and kind of like riffing and kind of just improvising. I didn't need this to be scripted, but I was like, as soon as I started, I was like, what did I do? Not that I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to like figure out what did I have in my review without making it. I don't remember what I said exactly in my review, but I know I touched on some of the characters. I know for a fact, and there's definitely, I've already touched on my feelings on each individual character, so I don't want to tread too much on the same waters as I did before. So I'm trying to think of other things to go into on stuff like that. I'm trying to think. I don't know. Just give me a second here. My brain's a little slow at the moment, so do bear with me for a sec. I mean, animation's great, cast is great. I mean, there's so many good characters, and like I said, these are shitty people, these are bad people, but they deserve redemption, and you kind of see them trying. At least they're putting in the effort. Like, not everyone is a bad person, and maybe they made mistakes. Take, for example, Angel Dust. He got in with the wrong people. It's... Oh.
You're looking for me?
Oh.
'Cause I was looking for you.
Okay. Not what I expected. Oh. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna deal with you first. Oh, I don't like this. Okay. Hold on, now I want to take care of this guy real quick. Got in the way of things, buddy.
seen that move too many times.
He does quite a bit, I will say that. Alex Brightman is surprisingly like a chameleon in this show. Like I would have not get.
We'll meet again, you filth.
Oh, don't you dare! No, you don't, buddy. No! 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 Get me! Get him! Get me! Get me! Get him! Get him! No way you're running from me. Okay, fine.
You won't touch me. This again.
Come on, I want to get him real quick. Come on, get him real quick. Come on, get him real quick. But I'm not letting him retreat on me. I hate when these guys retreat on me. I don't like it when they do that. Gotcha. Oh, yes.
Strike me down. My blood brother will come for you, and pain will come with him.
Yeah, yeah. If you say so. Ooh, that blade. Oh, I missed the sound of that so much. Oh, yes. That was satisfying. You know what? This kind of is fitting a little bit. This has nothing to do with hell, but I mean, this is a mature game, and Hazbin Hotel is kind of a mature show. I mean, we're talking about a show that has people that are brutally killed and slaughtered and tormented and tortured and all sorts of slang and obviously language of fuck and shit and piss and every little curse in the dictionary. It's a Shadow of War. We played. Not again. Oh, Blood Brother. Okay.
If you're lucky, I'll kill you quick. But I don't get the feeling you in luck are getting along these days.
Oh God. Worth it.
Hi-oh.
Do I review albums? No, I don't. Oh wait, maybe you're not who I think you are. Never mind. I'm sorry. I thought you were somebody else for a second. Unless you are who I think you are. But give me a moment. This was not a part of the plan. This was not scripted. This was not scripted whatsoever. But it's okay.
You forget yourself. That's the disorientation.
Ow. Oh crap. I don't know, maybe. I don't see myself really wanting to review albums. Not that I don't care for albums. I mean, I love music. I like music. There's a lot of like different categories of music that I enjoy quite a bit. From musicals to 80s stuff to rock to a bit of, I don't know. Like, I feel like I listen to a variety of music, but the only thing I don't like in terms of the music genre is country. I can't stand country. I'm sorry, I just can't. That and Screamo. I can't, I mean, people love it, great, but it's not me. It's not me. Crap. Hold up, guys, hold on. Damn it! He's not letting me do my thing! Okay, got him.
Go ahead, do it! Finish me off!
I will.
But this won't go unanswered. Oh no. My blood brother will not.
These guys are monologuing. Oh my god.
Wide open.
Oh my goodness, you guys are monologuing. You sly dog, you're monologuing. There we go. Perfect. Fatality. Well, kind of. Those are good. Those are good choices, I'll say. Not my go-tos, but I do like a bit of Eminem. I like 21 Pilots and Linkin Park. I would say Eminem's probably not my favorite, like my #1, but one of my favorite rappers. But then again, that's saying a lot because there's not many that I really listen to, if I'm being honest. I like the genre. It's just not my first go-to. Like, I think with rap, I like Eminem. I like some of his stuff. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I know everything. Like, he's like done. No, I like some of his stuff, so I'll classify that. I like Childish Gambino. I like Donald Glover because I mean, it's Donald Glover. I like that like an actor has gone to do, he's gone to do, um, he's gone to do. He's a songwriter, he's a singer, but he's also an actor and he's a producer. So he's a triple threat. So I love that he's done that, and I think it's great for him. But where was I at with everything? Damn it, I don't even know. Like, I know what I was talking about, but I'm just trying to retrace my steps, literally, as I'm, like, walking on this roof here. That was so not planned, but that was kind of fun a little bit. That was very satisfactory, so 100% I do say that. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do, I don't know if I'll do covers for, like, reviews for music or anything like that. I really don't know. Like, I have thoughts with music, but I don't know if I'll review them. And I feel like and even if I do reviews for albums or music, I feel like it'll be one of those things that I'll do and never get back to, or I'll keep forgetting, like, not on purpose. Because I've debated for a while of bringing back comic reviews, but I feel like that just gets so sidelined so many times with how many movies and shows that I talk about and other things that I plan and do projects on, that it just kind of gets lost in translation, that I'm like, should I just continue doing comic reviews, or I should have just not? I don't know. I guess it just depends. I won't do a lot of comic reviews, but maybe I'll just do some. I really don't know. Part of me wants to be like, I mean, if I do them, if I don't, I don't. It's not the end of the universe for me, nonetheless. So I really don't know. But back kind of to the matter of hand here. Having the whole redemption idea, I think it's something really. It's a different perspective. Like, we never would see hell in this sort of light. And not that I'm trying to say, oh, Christianity is bad because heaven's depicted as a bad thing and angels are depicted as bad people, because you have someone like Adam, who is literally like the general or the leader of the of the angel army, and he's the one that's basically calls the shots, and he wants all sinners to be exterminated. But because of the Seraphins, I think they're called. The Seraphins want hell to be exterminated for their actions and for being such shitty people. But they've proven themselves time and time that, hey, we can change. And Charlie, Vaggie, Charlie's girlfriend, and all these other people try and prove that sinners can be redeemed, and there is some good qualities that we could like do and have that can make our way up to heaven, and we could be good people. So again, playing into that whole thing, but yeah, I guess keeping it. Oh yeah, Brightman. I would have never have thought Alex Brightman was in their show. Like, the fact that Beetlejuice is in this series is beyond me. It's kind of really, like, again, he's a chameleon, and you are going to die, my friend. Goodbye. Did I get him? Anyways, he is truly a chameleon. Like, when I was looking up the cast, I was like, oh, okay, he plays Adam. That's kind of funny, because Adam is definitely a villain that you can for sure love to hate because of how charismatic he is, but you hate how much of a dick he is, because he's like, like I said, he's got this like rocker bro energy to him that's like a jock type of thing, where he's like, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna kill you. And you know what, like, he's got such an energy. That's the best way to really describe it. But it's so funny, but you hate him at the same time because of how he wants to obviously kill all the people of like hell and everything. But when I heard that he was Serpentious, that blew my mind, because I was like, that's actually really cool, because I liked Serpentious and I liked him a lot. I liked him in the pilot, and I very much, they flesh him out very much so in this series, which I think is great, because at first the pilot has him very treated as like this very intimidating guy, but I love that in the season and in the series they treat him as like, oh, he's just the run-the-muck, your everyday, like, the run-of-the-mill villain. Like, oh, he's just your average guy. Like, okay, we don't take him serious. It's Serpentious. Oh well, he'll come back again, you know, and he'll be thwarted and stuff like that. It's funny a little bit, but he does get this arc of joining the crew and hanging out with the gang, with the whole gang of the hotel, with Charlie, Vaggie, Husk, Angel Dust, Nifty, and Alastor. Oh, I thought I heard another guy. I was like, seriously? I'm getting interrupted today like there's no tomorrow. But no, that's just, I'm hearing things. But no. So he joins, I guess, the ragtag group of our main characters and our main cast. And I think it's cool. I think it's great. Like, yeah, the voice talent is really huge. It's on par, and definitely one for sure I will not exclude is Keith David. I mean, I love Keith David. Love that he was in this series. I think it's so funny, and I don't want to like sound like I'm bragging, which I swear I'm not, and I'm trying not to. But I think it's so interesting that literally, like, what was it, 6 months later, 5 months later, he would be doing this series, because it was September I met him. And October, November, December, January, 4 months later, he'd be doing this project. And I'm like, oh, I was like, that's crazy. Because I don't think I didn't say like, oh, what's your next thing? But I was like, I said something about like, oh, like good luck with your next projects. And I didn't know this was under his radar. This was his next thing. I was like, that's so crazy. But I love Keith David. He's one of my favorite voice actors, hands down, top 5. He's so awesome as Facilier. He's great as Goliath from Gargoyles. He is iconic as Spawn. So I think he was definitely an improvement in terms of the pilot. Because the pilot, let's do this. The pilot series, the pilot voice cast is very different from the actual series. I think it's great that because of A24 got a hold of this series and Amazon got a hold of this series and made it a series, they said, hey, let's get nothing personal towards the original voice cast, but let's get like some really big names. Let's get some names that people might recognize, or let's get some names that, hey, these people could like sing. I mean, we have Stephanie Beatrice. I mean, we're talking about Mirabelle from Encanto. She has a strong voice. And also Stephanie was in she was in the Heights movie. So she has some pipes. I mean, she has some really good pipes. So you have her, you have, again, these are people that have themselves based in theater or based in animation, because Keith, of course, has his hand in theater and in voice acting. Same thing with Stephanie. Erica was someone on Broadway. The voice actress for Lute, Alice Adams, like right hand woman, I guess you would say. She was I think one of the actresses for Wicked. There was a lot of voices, a lot of people I saw that were in Wicked, because after the series came out, there was a video I saw on YouTube with, oh, the actors from Hazbin Hotel and where you saw them from. And it had almost everyone except for Blake and Amir, because Blake and Amir, I don't think they have a lot of credits under them. But if you look like everybody else, they have their hands in theater. A lot of them were from Wicked. Jeremy Jordan he's from Newsies. He's from the Tangled series, the Tangled TV series. I'm trying to think who else there was. They all, in terms of theater backgrounds, they either came from Wicked, Hamilton, or other projects that I don't remember at the moment, besides Newsies. But my point is that they got these stronger voice talents, and I think they were definitely an improvement. Nothing against the original pilot cast, but I think the Amazon new TV show series voice cast is a lot better for that reason. Like, I liked the pilot voice for Alastor a lot. I think he was my favorite, I think, out of the bunch. But I have come to really love Amir a lot as Alastor, and how fleshed out he has him to be, because Alastor is very much, even though there is a bit of redemption to him and he is the manager of the hotel, there is this ideal to him that even though he's helping run the hotel, there is still some trickery afoot with him. There is still things we don't know with this character. We don't know if he's playing both end, like he's literally like a flip of a coin, and that he plays both sides of the bargain. He could be someone very mischievous and someone we shouldn't trust, but at the same time, he is a very helpful and kind of friendly guy, but at the same time, you can't trust him because he has a friendly face. And I think that's so just interesting and such a intriguing perspective to put him as. and he was just really great. I'm trying to think of other people. I liked I think for like back to Husker, Keith David 100% is a better improvement than the actual pilot guy, because the pilot was okay, but I think Keith really added layers to him, and I think it's funny that Keith David with Husker, he plays like his Husker was an overlord, and he also was a gambler. He also did things, and I think it was kind of cool because it feels very much similar to Facilier with the whole cards and everything, which I think is so cool. When him explaining about how, oh, when you're dealing all your deck and you have all your cards on the table, you have nothing left to lose. I was like, yo, the parallels of him and Facilier they're there, which is kind of cool. So I like that. There's a little bit of hints in there, if I'm being honest. I like at this point I like the relationship that him and Angel Dust share, because at first I wasn't on board with the shipping of Husk and Angel Dust, because I was like, okay, it's an odd pairing, I would never put these two together, but at the same time I saw why people did so, and I think after rewatching the series I kind of am like, yeah, alright, I see it a lot more than I did before, because I think it is this thing of that they're both imperfect and they start to grow on each other because they hate each other for a while, they get on each other's nerves, but they care for one another, and I think that's very wholesome. I think that is very wholesome, 100%. And can I blow up this guy? No, I can't. That's over there, and that's gonna do something else, so never mind. So yeah, I don't know where to go with this. I'm just naming things right off the top of my head right now. And I need to find a better vantage point of viewpoint, because I want to at least stay away from things, so that way I don't get caught off guard again. You see me. But yeah, you guys are more than welcome. Leave your thoughts on things. If you have anything specific you want me to ask about, like what I think of this, what I think of that, then that's fine. If it has anything to do with the show, great. If it has nothing to do with the show, that is okay too. Because live streams, even when I do reviews of things, it's like, oh yeah, I have a specific topic I want to talk about, but then someone says, hey, what about this? I'm like, oh sure, I can derail from the main event, if you will, which is fine. I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. Music. Speaking of musicals, theater, and all these people have their backgrounds in music and stuff like that. I think the songs are so on par. They're so top notch. They do feel very Disney. They do feel very like grand and kind of in that musical epic type of feel, because musicals, when you have a musical theater show, their songs feel very like strong. They feel like a big grand show, and with theatricality and the just practicality and just all.
You're a fool if you thought I was
Oh,
done with.
come on.
I've returned from worse countless times.
Really?
Bolg.
This guy again? Alright, come here, you. Picking me at a wrong time, my friend.
Not good enough.
Damn it. Not a fan of this. I don't like when they cheat death. Bro, is literally gonna retreat. I don't think so, buddy. No way you're cheating death on me, my friend. Ow. No! I'm gonna lose him! No! Don't make me lose him. Get away. You're not getting away from me that easily, punker. Get over here. Where'd you go? Come here. Get him. You failed this city. I'm onto you, buddy. I see you. Come on. Get him. I see you. Give me a second, guys. I hated that this kind of interrupted me. But yeah, there's something with musicals and when you have a theater production. Oh, fudgesicles! I hate that I lost him. Where'd you go? Where is he? Where is he? I hate it. I hate when that happens so much. It's not even funny. Is that you?
Baga.
No, it's not you. Not who I'm looking for. Was this the dude? You. You are who I'm looking for. Damn it. Not a fan of that 100%. There is a certain feeling when it comes to musicals that is very different from your average, like, jukebox type of animated movie or just something in music. Okay, anyways, I'm going after that guy. That kind of made me a little angry. Where are you? Okay, there you are. Okay, making sure I have my eyes on you. No, I didn't want to do that. So, I think, I don't know. There are a lot of songs in the show, and in the first season, I should say. Which, by the way, speaking of which, I'm not going to do this for Season 2. This is only just for Season 1. When Season 2 drops, I'm going to probably do a more proper video for it, and just shoot it and just get it in when I can. So, that is going to happen once Season 2 drops, which I have a few ideas what Season 2 can be like, but now I'm trying to find my target. Where is he? Where is he? Where are you?
Baga.
There you are. No, that's not it. That's not you. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? I'm very mad that I lost him. Where is he? You? No. Where are you? You?
Baga.
No, it's not you. Oh, I see you. I see you. Okay, I see you. I'm going in. I'm going in. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill this guy first. Do it arrow style. Cheated death. You failed this city, fucker. Oh no! No!
Killing you will be just as tiresome as it was the first time.
You didn't kill me! You dum-dum? Brutalize, baby! Let's go. Oh, wrong guy. Okay. Darn it. I don't like that you messed me up, Mang. How dare you? Feel free to leave anything and ask me anything you guys want. You're more than welcome to. If not, I'm just gonna kill this guy and then get back on track with stuff, because I did not like that one bit.
You should rub a plant on that. He's after me! Kill you!
Oh! Bollocks to this. I will have my
Bollocks!
next
Bollocks
time.
to you! Get out of here! No way you're retreating from me this again. No way, Jose.
Repetition is for fools.
Get him off me back!
Got you!
You have no idea what awaits you after my death. My blood brother will hunt you down like the pathetic animal you are.
I don't like you for that. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. Get wrecked. My god, get wrecked. I don't know, there's very much a lot I like with this series. I can go on and on about its praise and just how well the music is, the characters are, the animation, everything just feels top-notch, it feels top-tier, everything feels like chef's kiss. But one thing I do want to say, which I'm going to hark back to kind of in a sense, is, which it's not a huge detail and not a huge problem I have, but hold on. Is this someone trying to get up here? Okay, no. So one small thing I have with the show, which is not a huge problem, it's just one thing that I just can't help but have in the back of my head. When I first saw the show, it was a little off-putting hearing these voices a little bit, but then again, I think I kind of low-key forgot how the pilot cast sounded when I watched the show at first, because I was like these guys sound close. I mean, Stephanie sounds very much similar to how Vaggie sounded in the pilot, probably a lot better if I'm being honest. I like Stephanie Beatrice. I think the same thing for Erica. I don't remember all the voices exactly. I remember at the time, but I think one that stood out to me the most, that I was like, okay, this is definitely very off-putting and kind of a little jarring, was Angel Dust. Now, I have nothing against Angel Dust. Angel Dust I like as a character. I really think there's like a bit of, like, even though he's treated as like he's the sex appeal, he's the porn star, and he plays into that part of being very flirtatious, being very sexual, and being all that stuff. But come on now. Literally can't catch a break today. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. All of you, get out of here. Get out of here, all of you. Yeah. Oh, I see you. Bye. 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 Anyways. So, I like what Blake Roman has done with the character, but I think it was a small detriment that it was playing in my head when I first watched the show. And even though I've gotten used to Blake, and I like Blake because, like, yeah, of course I'm gonna like him because of course people are gonna like him, and I'm gonna like him is because he's more fleshed out, and he fleshed out the character a lot more. There's a more personality to him. There's a lot more sympathy to him, because there's the episode about Angel with him. He's owned by Valentino, who he's kind of like the lust and sex expert in the Pride ring. So he's kind of like his boy toy. So he's like, hey, you work for me, and you're contracted by me, and you have no choice but to do whatever I tell you in the studio. So if I want you to be, let's say, giving a guy a job, then you give that guy a job, if you know what I mean. So he'll tell him stuff like that. But even though Angel is kind of forced into that role, there's this sympathy of that it's not an act. Like, the way he is not his fault. Like, unfortunately, he was kind of made this way because of what he's been through. What the hell's on my shorts? Nah. Okay, never mind. Just a leaf. That was blood. I was like, what? I don't remember that stain being there. Anyways, so he fleshed him out, made him more sympathetic. There's obviously more emotion to him. You feel bad for him. He is just he's contracted. He feels like a slave. He feels chained and everything. And that's great. That's wonderful that the actor was able to flesh out this character. But I can't help but, it's not as much as I did the first time around. The second time around, I'm very accepting of him. But I remember the first time around, I was like, I liked Michael Kovich a lot more than Blake. Even though Blake, here's the thing, Blake Roman has fleshed out that character and made him the way he is, with his imperfections and his flaws. He's made that character very outstanding and has shined and everything. But I can't help but also think of like Kovich, because I feel like the voice is a little better. Because I think, I don't mind, like, obviously we're used to Blake Roman, because, like, we've heard, like, 6-8 episodes of him. But that pilot voice that Michael Kovich did, I think, is not unique, but I like it's more, like, not grounded. It's more street. It feels more like like street, if you will. So, I don't know, there's, like, it has more of a jazziness to it. It has, like, more of this, like,
grovel in there. Like it sounds like this down here, a little lower.
I like that it's lower. I think that's what I like about Kovach's voice. It was a little lower, and it kind of felt very like New York or New Jersey, Detroit, kind of down here. You know, a little like just down here. I don't know how to put it, but that's the way I can describe the voice. And Roman has that, but it's a little higher because it's like, get your head out of the gutter, sort of thing. Like it's a little more high pitched, kind of, or a little more higher in the notes in the way of the delivery. But I don't know, I just liked Kovach a bit more. I prefer Roman, but I like Kovach a bit more. And that was the thing that I will say is my small thing with Hazbin Hotel. It's not the biggest gripe, but it is my small thing with it. And you know, I would say I'd recommend this to everyone and anyone, but I know that this is not going to be for everybody. I know that for a fact, because I'm going to be honest. I know that some people aren't going to be a fan of this series, and that's because maybe it's a religious thing. Because this is not religious heavy, but there is a bit of religion going on here. I mean, we're talking about angels and demons. It's heaven and hell. I mean, there is going to be some biblical things happening, and the way they are depicted may not be like, oh, maybe the best limelight. Like, I'm not saying Christianity, or I'm not saying that heaven's bad. I think just the way they've flipped the script is just unique. It's a perspective that's different. It's not what you would expect. It's not your typical show. It's not your typical thing to do, because we always depict angels as holy people, and they're depicted as holy deities, but their justifications are very on par with our main protagonists. Like, they are no different than us, you know. They see each other, like the seraphims and the angels in heaven see themselves as hierarchy. They see they are above hell. And hell is beneath them, figuratively and literally. But they are no different than us, with them wanting to have this whole intention of like, oh, we're gonna kill you all because you guys don't deserve to be in heaven. Like, that's very selfish. That's very hypocritical for a world that is depicted as, hey, heaven, you're accepted no matter who you are, what you are. And if you get redeemed, great. If you don't get redeemed, we'll still give you a chance. But the idea of like, yeah, we're heaven, we're amazing, but yet at the same time we're kind of shitty ourselves, it's very hypocritical. So I think it's a different limelight. I don't think it's an accurate limelight, but I think it's a unique limelight and perspective to put things. And even the show puts you in not only the whole thing about sinners being redeemed, and that not maybe all bad people aren't so bad, sort of thing, but also you have someone like Lucifer, who is the literal like Prince of Darkness. I love how he's treated, because he's built to be like, we hear of his name a lot. We hear of Lucifer. We hear of that, oh my gosh, it's Charlie's father. He's the most powerful demon of all. He's the Prince of Darkness. He's the one that is the ruler of the Pride Ring, and we're supposed to be afraid of him. And I love that he's this short little guy wearing all white and all holy, and he has all this angelicness to him. And he's voiced by Jeremy Jordan, which I love Jeremy Jordan for him as this character. But what I think lies underneath him is his flaws, and also how even heaven didn't accept Lucifer, because apparently Lucifer was seen as one of the angels, and they rejected him, which is very hypocritical. It's very kind of harsh to see, and very sad to see, because he was a man and he was an angel that was like, hey, I want to present something new to the world and present something different to hell. I mean, not to hell, to heaven. And heaven rejected his ideas. Like, he had maybe different beliefs. He had different perspectives on the world and different ideals, and they did not match to their liking, and to just push him and cast him out to hell and made hell like his own prison is kind of sad. It's just, like, this is what I mean by it puts you in a different perspective, and it's interesting, and it then gives Lucifer more of a reason to be so protective of Charlie. Even though he hasn't been there for her entire life, it's still that moment when they reunite. Here he is going, I don't want you to end up like I did. Like, I suffered. I don't want you to feel the same suffering that I did, because heaven won't listen, you know, and that's just so profound. That's so just that scene is just so, it is profound. It's strong. Him saying that heaven won't listen. I tried, you know. I don't want to see you fail. You have so much optimism. Like you were like I was once like you. I had such big dreams, such a big heart, and I was kind of crushed by heaven. And he doesn't want the same thing to happen to his little girl. And I think that's just so adorable. And I'm not gonna act like Lucifer's the perfect father, but I love how Madreno and this production really makes these father figures. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. I love how they make these father figures out to be like, they're not perfect, but yet they're imperfect. But I think that's what makes them perfect, is that because of their flaws, because that they aren't these perfect people in the world, they're trying their hardest at least. And I think that is the most like wholesome and solemn thing there. And it's just so endearing. I can't help but just, it tugs on my strings a little bit there. I think it's just so cute. It's so adorable. So, yeah, that's my only thing, is that I can see why people would maybe not like this depiction of heaven and hell. But I would still recommend you guys give it a shot. Not I'm saying everyone should go check it out, but I would say definitely, if you want to see something animated, if you want to see something different, something refreshing in a at least to a small extent, because I know this is not the first time we've had a show or a project or an IP where, hey, we have the script is flipped and everything. That's not the first time we've had that. I mean, there's been several shows and movies where the script has been flipped, where you have the villains are the heroes and the heroes are the villains. I mean, Shrek plays into that a lot, with obviously like Shrek, he's an ogre, he's a monster, oh no, he's the bad guy, even though Farquaad's the actual villain that is, you know, he's the villain. Once Upon a Time kind of flips the script with that, with like, hey, you know, we were once bad guys, but we want to be good guys, or we want to at least have our happy endings. I mean, look at Regina, look at Rumpelstiltskin, Mr. Gold. They want their happy endings. They had such shit lives, and they were villains, but they want to be able to have that feeling of, hey, you take Mr. Gold, who wanted to be loved by Belle. Ironically enough, Rumpelstiltskin was also the Beast, kind of in a sense. So that even was a nice duality, but still, it's not the first time we've had a flip the script sort of perspective and interpretation. It's just having this be the approach to a show about heaven and hell. It's just not super original, but it is intriguing. And if you like musicals, if you like animation, and if you want to know about this show a little bit and what it's all about, and the fandom, oh my god, the fandom is insane. I mean, I share my affair for this show, but the fandom's way more obsessive, and I mean that with passion. I mean that with great respect to them, because how much they are indulged into it, and I support it 100%. And I know this is very LGBT associated, not very heavily, but you can kind of see the implications of like, yeah, there's some characters that are gay, there are some characters that are bi, there's some characters that are maybe pansexual and other genders, and you know, it's not like interesting, but it kind of took me a little surprising, but it's like, okay, that kind of makes a little sense, unfortunately, but hey, that's kind of how people sometimes see it, because unfortunately, hey, your sin is that you were a drug addict and you're also homosexual, but it's like, oh, that's that's a little rough to touch on, but some people do think that that's how things are with how heaven is, but we live in a world that I think that's different, if you get what I mean. And apparently Milo has something to say. What is it, Stinky? Yeah? Yeah? Come here! Come here! Come here! Oh, you're such a little shit, I swear. Oh, you're a shit too! Dude! Come here, Stink. Oh, okay, bye. 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 Bye! Okay, whatever, man. Whatever, you're lost. your loss. Actually, speaking of which, like even just that line alone, I'm gonna get back to Angel for a second. That's one of those lines that just I like how the voice is when you have like with Michael Kovich. His like that scene alone is iconic with him saying the whole "What can I do for you, my feminine fellow?" Like that delivery. I don't know. Anyways, I forgot I wanted to mention that because I think that's still funny. But I don't know. I feel like it has a lot for everybody. Like for no matter what you are, who you are, where you are, and when you are, and why you are, it provides at least something that I think everyone could at least enjoy. And I'm not saying this is a whole family thing, but because this is a very R-rated show in a sense because of the way it's swears. But if you're like the right age and if you're old enough, no matter who you are, what you are, where you are, I think there is something you could take from it and enjoy from it. So I think I would give the show, I would give Hazbin Hotel the first season, I would give it on a scale of 1 to 10, I would give it a 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 because like I said, that small minor thing I just can't help but think sometimes. And like I said, that was my first viewing of when I like the first time I was very much like, oh, I kind of like Kovich, and as much as I like Roman, I just feel like Kovich really had the character, like the voice. So let's do it this way. Roman has the character down better, but Kovich has the voice down better. Like if Kovich was like, let's say hypothetically, oh, hi, I see it how it is. I see how it is, okay. If Kovich was to maybe been a part of the cast of the series, I think he would have really done a fantastic job with the character and with the development that Blake Roman does. So if you combine Roman's character arc and Kovich's voice, I think that would be a great dynamic. But I like Roman. Like if I met him, I'd be like, hey, I think you're great. I wouldn't be like, you're a shit. Angel does. I wouldn't give him crap or anything. I'm not giving him shit. Like nonetheless, I'm saying the point of that. I don't know. I liked Kovich a little bit, but I still like Roman. I don't know. I have a devil's advocate, no pun intended, a devil's advocate opinion about the voice. But if you're the right age, if you're old enough, no matter who you are, what you are, and everything, I definitely would recommend it. Oh yeah, my first viewing, I would say is a 9 out of 10. I think I might say a 10 out of 10 just because it's not the most biggest nitpick. It's just a small thing. Because even rewatching the season, I was like, oh yeah, I've come to love Roman more. I actually do like Roman, but I can't help but like Kovich. Like if I hear Kovich and any scene, like if I see like a clip or video of his compilation of like his quotes, I'd be like, man, I loved how he was. Like it just makes me reminisce a little because he was funny. And not that Roman isn't funny, but I just like Kovich's delivery with stuff. And again, just that down here type of voice, the lowness. I don't know the technicalities of voice acting. If you can't tell, if you can't tell, I don't know technicalities and things with voice acting. But I know there's like stuff with diaphragms and things with the vocal cords to change, like go from like lower to higher. So I feel like Kovich does that with the lower aspect, and then Roman plays into more of the higher thing going on. I don't know. Like they both have that accent of like Jersey kind of thing, which is very street, but I don't know. I have a whole 50-50 thing with Angel. But I like him as a character. I do like him a lot. I'm not disputing that whatsoever. So I will say that. And honestly, I thought that'd be no, I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna shut my mouth. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. But I have maybe another 20 minutes, and then I think that'll be it for the review. So if you guys want, if you guys have anything you want to ask me about in terms of like either the show or about just any random questions you have for me, feel free to let me know in the chat. And if you have anything in the comment section, feel free to let me do so as well. Because this might be a short stream depending on how things go. But I I think that's pretty much it. Other than that, season 2, I'm really looking forward to still. I have a few things I think I would love to see from season 2. There's a lot of new characters I think they could have for season 2. A lot of other stuff that they could flesh out. Like, I really would like to see. I know for a fact that season 2 is building up to something where with Lilith. We're gonna see Lilith at some point play a part in season 2, whether that means her saying, Charlie, you need to listen to me, I'm your mother, and that, oh shit, okay, let's not touch here. Let's not touch that. That is a no-no. You're seriously just gonna sit there, dude? Okay. I feel like Lewis could be like, I'm your mother, you need to listen to me, Charlie. You can't have people be redeemed, and I can't help it. I have to stop you from what you're doing. I have to make you see what I see. I don't know. I feel like there's a, oh, am I dying? Uh-oh, run, Talion! Whee! Anyways, oh, Jesus, that was hard on my kneecaps. Oof, that was rough. That was really rough. Come on. Oh, shit. Gotcha. Stinky. What are you doing? Okay, you're cleaning yourself. Great. Wonderful. Love that. Love that. 100%. Wholeheartedly. So, I feel like we're definitely going to get something with Lilith. I feel like I don't know if she'll be an antagonist, but I feel like she will try and be like either an antagonist, or she'll try to be the voice of reason and be like, hey, look, Charlie, listen, as your mother, you have to realize that this is not going to go the way you think, and heaven's not going to accept this, and I know this because of reasons. Yeah, reasons, exactly. Exact reasons. I don't know, I can't tell you the reasons, but reasons that I can't explain, but yeah, we can't do this, you know, like, I feel like she's going to try and have Charlie, at some point realize this is not a great idea, and you shouldn't be affiliated, and you shouldn't be intervening in this situation, especially if she's made a deal with heaven. So I have no idea what that's going to be, but we will find out. So I feel Lilith is going to be a character we're going to see 100%. I think we're going to see Lute be like take front and center as an antagonist, like more of a strong general leader, because now that Adam's dead, which, by the way, I loved that fight with him and Lucifer. I think that was funny, and I think that was really cool, and I just love that image of Adam with the broken helmet, because I think it's so cool and it's so good. I just love that image because it just makes you realize that even though Adam is this very holy, like, he's the Adam. I mean, we're talking about Adam from Adam and Eve. Like, this is the Adam. In his words, he is the Dick. He's that guy. He's the first man and everything. Even though he's this holy, angelic, powerful angel, it was so cool to be like, whoa, like, to see, like, the broken mask symbolize his humanity, that even though he's an angel, he can be killed, and he is still human nonetheless. I think that was just really cool. I loved that a lot. That was, I think, one of my favorite visuals, 100%. So, with Adam being dead, we have Lute, who can maybe take charge of the angel army and maybe seek her revenge or something. Maybe Eve could maybe show up, if I'm being honest. If Eve is still alive, since Adam and Eve are a pair, I think it'd be great if Eve all of a sudden was like, hey, that was my man you just killed. I'm going to seek vengeance and wrath on you and all. I think that'd be cool. There's some side characters that I feel could really play a part in Season 2. Like, there's teasing of, there was Leviathan, or the son of Leviathan, who was a ex-boyfriend of Charlie. Because there's apparently in the background, which this is, let me say this real quick, is that this is what I mean by the fan base is so, like, obsessed and so, like, into this show, and I love that they are into this show. and I 100% support that. But this is what I mean, is that you have the fans, like the super fans, that really were like, did you notice this little scene and this little Easter egg and this image right here is that this is supposed to represent this? This is, like, I've seen those videos of, like, Easter eggs and people noticing hitting items and hitting things in the show. And one of the hidden things that people pointed out is apparently Charlie dated the son of Leviathan, or the Von Traps, or the Von Barks, or the Von Veeps, or whatever they're called. I don't remember. There's a Von Trouser, Von something, and they were good friends apparently of the Morning Stars. So he might maybe be a character. Maybe they'll have Leviathan, who is a thing that represents of envy. I mean, we could have all the other sins and all the other all the other sins show up. I mean, we've so far within this Hazbin hell of a verse, we've seen Lucifer, who represents pride. We've seen Asmodeus, who represents lust. Beelzebub represents gluttony. We're getting Satan, who represents wrath. We have Mammon, who represents greed. We have Belphegor, who represents, I forgot what he represents or she represents, because apparently in Hell of a Boss, Beelzebub even mentions Belphegor and says she, because she says, she says something along the lines of, oh, she thinks I'm a total jackass, so she, Belphegor is a she, I guess, in this, and Leviathan, which represents envy. So I feel like we could have another sin show up in season 2 if we don't get all the sins in Hell of a Boss by the end of Sinmas, because season 2 is still going with Hell of a Boss, which is kind of cool. I'm glad that season 2 is going and is almost wrapping up with Hell of a Boss, and I wonder if after that's done, if they'll then move on to Hazbin Hotel getting its season 2. So I think that'd be interesting. But I think having whoever the Von Traps or the Von Beakers or the Von whatever they're called be a part of the show would be interesting. There was a character in the background, or a character that Vivian Madreno came up with, who I think his name is, I don't know if it's canon, but his name is Baxter. He's a very, like, old 1940s, 1930s mad scientist looking type of guy who also looks like an anglefish. I think he would be kind of great. I think it'd be awesome because he has a great design. I'd love for him to appear in a show like this and appear in the next season. What else could be? It could be predictions for season 2, maybe. I have no clue, if I'm being honest. Trying to think. I don't know what else. I really, quite frankly, don't know what else to say. What else did I have for season 2? There's a bit of things. I'm just trying to remember what else there is. I think it'd be kind of interesting to see more of Lucifer, since it feels like he's going to be helping out with the rest of the crew. I think at some point, either in season 2 or in season 3, I would love if we got more of Alastor. Like, maybe he'll be revealed to be the next villain, because I mean, come on, with how he ended with season 1, it kind of feel fitting for him to maybe play up to be the next bad guy. Like, maybe we find out that he's pulling the strings of certain things to happen, or maybe someone else is pulling his strings, since after he almost got killed by Adam, that he even revealed that someone was pulling his strings, or maybe this time Alastor will be pulling the strings. So I think there's definitely some implication that Alastor might be someone we might have to watch out for in the future. Whether it's season 2 or season 3, we will see. But I think we will get some more of that confirmation. I would like to see maybe more. I feel like we could see, there's all these other side characters that we never, like, I didn't notice until recently, in recent months of, what is it? That were introduced, that I feel like we could see these characters appearing in season 2. Like, apparently there's a character that I forgot her name, but she appeared in the pilot. She is very cat-like looking, and she has wings, and I think the character is maybe teased to be like, oh, she could show up in season 2 and have this dynamic with her and Husker, and that maybe Husker had a daughter, or this is someone that could be like a father figure for her. Like, Husker could be a father figure of some sort. There's Molly, who's the sister of Angel Dust, and Arachnus, the brother of Angel Dust. We could see the siblings of Angel Dust in season 2, which were kind of not teased, but kind of in the background in some scenes. Like there's a photo of Arachnus, I think, in I think Angel's room, and Molly is mentioned, or we see her very heavily in the Welcome to Heaven sequence, because she stands out. I love it, but she stands out like a sore thumb, if I'm being honest. I have no clue. I think it'd be interesting. I don't think he'll be called God or Jesus, but I think we could play on the whole thing of like, oh, no, you know it'd be funny? You know, I just thought of the best idea for A24 and for Amazon right here. Is I think it'd be hilarious. I think personally it would be hilarious if God wasn't even addressed as God, or if Jesus wasn't dressed as Jesus. I think if you have someone like a God figure or a Jesus figure in the show, I think what you have to do is there's two things you have to call him. Is either number one, he is either option one, he is called Jesus, or option two, I should say, is you call him the Dude. I think it'd be so hilarious if he is called the Dude and he looks like the Dude from the Lebowski, from the Big Lebowski, and you get him to be voiced by like Jeff Bridges, or you get him to be voiced by like Fred Testoskor, or whatever his name is, the guy who does the voice of the Hulk. If you get him to be this character and be like, I'm the Dude, I am the all holy Dude, and I am one that blesses all and sees all, I think that'd be so funny. I think it'd be so funny if you treat God or you treat Jesus like the Dude. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm the Dude. I don't play like that. I don't like that. The angels and the seraphims have been doing things behind my back. Like, that's not cool, man. I don't want to... You know, this is so fitting. I am writing season 2 right here. I have the script right here. Is if he was like, no, man, I don't like that the seraphims were killing and seeking extermination on hell. That's just not cool, dude. That's not how I play. That's not how I flow. Like, you guys are down there because you guys are down there for your actions. But, hey, man, if you want to try and redeem yourself, you can redeem yourself. But I'm not going to stop you. I'm just chill like that. If he has that sort of energy, I would so die, honestly. I would die and come back to life and die again just for that reason. I think that'd be so funny. That'd be so genius. I need that now, actually, if I'm being honest. I want a Lebowski reference, please. I want that. I would so love that. And I'm glad to see a wolf. Good to see a ninja wolf. Hope you're having a good day. If you have anything on, if you have anything you would like to ask me, feel free. If not, you're more than welcome to listen. I don't know if this is your cup of tea, but I just finished talking about Hazbin Hotel Season 1. I like the show, I like the season, I like where it's going, I like its concept, I like some of the things it's did with it. It's unique. It's like not 100%. It's not 100% unique, but it is unique in the sense of like this is something that we don't have right now. Like, this is something that would be not risky, but it would be like very it's not risky. I'm trying to put this in a sense of like this is very experimental. This was very much a show that plays on beliefs and disbeliefs about how we see things, and I think it's not challenging, but it's just very intriguing, to say the least. I think he's truly dead. Well, I mean, he could be a sinner. I mean, there is that possibility. I mean, if they want to, I feel like, you know what? I feel like one way or another, you're gonna have Alex Brightman back in the show, because you have Sir Pentious, who is which, by the way, for any of you that haven't seen the show, there's spoilers mentioned here and there a little bit. I don't go into too much spoilers, but there are some spoilers. But this one is definitely a spoiler 100%. Is if you don't want to listen, you can tune back in or tune out. If you don't care, that's perfectly fine as well. But if with Serpentius being in heaven after his sacrifice and Adam being dead, I feel like one way or another you're gonna have Alex Brightman back, because like I feel like we're either gonna have scenes where, hey, we see Serpentius in heaven, or we're gonna see Adam in hell and he's gonna suffer and he's gonna be like, man, fuck this, I can't believe I got killed by all of you. You know, I feel like that'd be funny. That could be some funny commentary a little bit, but I think if I were to choose which one would I want more of Pentius in heaven versus Adam in hell. So I think he should maybe remain dead, but I wouldn't be against or oppose the idea of, hey, if we keep Adam around, he's just now a sinner, then fine. Either way, I don't see Vivian Madreno going, yeah, sorry, Alex, I don't want you in this season. Sorry, not today, buddy. Sorry, you can go play Fizz if you want. You can keep playing Fizzaroli for a while, but no, we're done with you. I don't see her doing that. I think she likes working with Alex a lot, so I can see her keeping Alex in the show, wholeheartedly. There's no question asked. That is a full-on thing I could see happening. So one or the other, but. Back to Welcome to Heaven. Like, we see, like, Molly, Angel Dust's sister, so emphasized in the scene. Like, she stands out like a sore thumb, because, which I mean in the best way possible, because she is obviously there in heaven to imply that, hey, this is Angel's sister, and maybe we'll get a reunion between the two, which I think that'd be very wholesome. Or you have Serpentius, who's in heaven, and could be like, hey, I know your brother is in hell. You know, like, have a conversation between Pentius and Molly's like, oh my gosh, how's my brother doing? Is he okay? I feel bad for him. I miss him. And he's like Angel's is her big brother, you know. I think that'd be really adorable, and it'd be really heartfelt too. And maybe Angel could actually wind up going to heaven. I think that'd be something that could be explored too. Is Angel going to heaven, reuniting with his sister, and finally getting the his full character arc complete? I think that'd be really just endearing. But in the song Welcome to Heaven, she's like stands out like a sore thumb, as if to imply that, hey, we're gonna see more of her probably in the next season. And plus, she just stands out because you have all these angels that are wearing blue and yellow and white and blue, yellow and blue, white and blue, blue and white, blue and yellow, you know. And then the skin tones are like pale, maybe a little bit of blue, maybe a bit of white, maybe a bit of pale, maybe a bit of tan. And then you have Molly, who's wearing pink, and she's white, like a ghost white. And it is very obvious that she's standing there, she's dancing and jamming, just to be like, hey, that's a character that feels very looks reminiscent to someone we know. And I think it's even funnier that even Blake Roman didn't know that was Angel's sister. I think it's because there's an interview with him being like, I didn't know that was a thing. The fandom literally told me that, hey, did you know about this? And then was scrolling, like, literally going, I love that he was going through the fandom, going through, like, everyone on social media, like, okay, alright, people, fans, tell me about this character, even though he could have called up the creator herself, Vivian, to be like, hey, Viv, who's Molly? And can you tell me a little about her? And are we gonna do something with her in season 2? I think is hysterical. I think that makes it even more hysterical. Not really. I mean, I mentioned that I miss Kovic a little bit, but I really have come to like Roman. Like, I am very acceptant of Roman. I like Blake a lot, but I partially miss Michael. Like, I kind of touched on earlier that I liked Michael's voice a little bit more than Blake, even though Blake fleshed out the character a lot better. That's like saying, this is a comparison I think some people will understand, or maybe if for any of you Marvel fans, this is a good analogy I can make of Michael Kovic and Blake Roman. Is you have someone like Edward Norton, who played the Hulk, right? He played the Hulk in The Incredible Hulk, and people miss Edward Norton. People were like, oh my gosh, Ed Norton played the Hulk so much, he played him so well, and he was so great and everything, and all this other stuff, and he was awesome, and we miss Edward Norton. But people miss Ed Norton, but yet Mark Ruffalo has fleshed out the character more. We have been more familiar and more accustomed with Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk. And you have a situation of Ed Norton was either the better Hulk, but Mark Ruffalo fleshed out the character a lot better than Edward Norton because he got to play him more. So the same rules apply for Blake Roman. Blake Roman got to play Angel Dust a lot more than Michael Kovich. And I like Blake a lot. I have no thing against him whatsoever. I just feel like Michael's voice is a little tinier bit better. And other than that, I like the character. He's still one of my favorites, like hands down. He's not my top favorite, but he's one of my favorites. Like, he's definitely top 10. He's definitely in the top 10, but he's not like my top 5. I know people love Angel a lot, and I don't blame people. And you know, honestly, actually, after hearing Addicted, because I haven't heard, I heard people talk about Addict or Addicted, the I guess canon or non-canon Angel Dust song that was actually performed by Michael, which is actually really good. And I like Poison, but I think I like Addict a little more, not just because Kovich sings in that one and he sings a lot better, but I think that's just a very strong introduction to Angel as a character, is how he feels, is that it's addicting to be this sex addict, and really filled in with that lifestyle of sex and drugs and the violence and the abuse and the toxicity, because Valentino is a very toxic character. And I mean, we can all love to hate Valentino, but at the end of the day, he is a total dick, and we all hate his guts for the way he treats people and the way he is. And it's ironic because of how the parallels between Valentino and Asmodeus, two characters that represent the body, the embodiment of lust and sex, but yet one is more toxic and the other is very much like under the surface. Like, there's more to this character, to him, than meets the eye, because Asmodeus is not all about that lust. He keeps that image of that, yes, it's all about that penetration, it's about that journey to passion and love, but at the end of the day, he has feelings. He is a character and a demon that is powerful, but is very understanding and very loving and caring, especially towards Fizzarali. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I think that's probably why they didn't get Michael, is probably because Glitch Entertainment or Glitch Production was like, hey, Michael, you're not working on that Hazbin show. Do you want to be Jax? Which I think Jax is a good character. I'm glad he gets to be a part of that series, if I'm being honest. You know, that's a concept I've seen toss and turn up and down throughout like YouTube, and honestly, I feel like that's something we don't have to see, but I feel like that's something we have to see. Like, if I'm being honest, I think there's a gray line of I want to see that, but I don't want to see that, because I like the characters that we see before us and the idea of the interpretation of what they were like as people before they died. But I think the one implication that I feel like we'll see more of that past human life is, I think, Angel Dust. And I think that I think we're going to see more of his human life and his past life more than anybody else. And I feel like that could be the one character they can reflect and show the human life he had out of everybody. Like, that could be the one character that he's our human perspective throughout this whole journey. I feel that could be the perspective, and that'd be the only human perspective, because in the show, there's a brief moment with him and Valentino holds up his contract, and his contract says, signed, Anthony. So at one point he had a human name, so there must be something where he was a human at some point. I mean, some of these demons probably are just demons, so that's the other thing too. That's why I'm like, let's not do the whole like every character we see in their past human life. I feel like Angel is definitely in the right direction, and could be the only direction we go with that, and I'd be fine with it. If they decide to say, hey, this is how Husker was like, this is how Alastor was like, this is how Vox was like, this is how like the V's were in their human lives, then fine. But I think out of every, like, if you were to ask me if there was one particular character I would want to see their human life, I'd want to see Angel Dust, because of that reason. Because it's like, hey, he once had a human name. And yes, Angel Dust is a porn name, but and you can say that, oh, his name easily changed to a porn star name because it's a porn star thing. But I feel like there is more to that than just, yeah, it's just a write-off thing of like he changed his name. I think there is maybe something we can find out with him when he was Anthony. And I mean, his sister's name is in, if you look it up in the wiki or in the canon, his sister's name is Molly. So she has a human name, so maybe we'll find out what their family was like, and I think that would be really cool, if I'm being honest. I mean, it is a nickname, but I saw it as like, that's like a porn star name. Like, think of like all, like, not by experience, but think of like how many like people have porn star names in general. I don't know from experience, but I'm just saying, like, just that, like, how fiction depicts porn, whereas like they have their names like I don't know, I don't even know any names, so I can't say, like, I don't know, Miss Vicky Vox or something, or Vicky Fox, I don't know, like random names that are like, oh, okay, that's their stage name. A stage name, not a nickname, a stage name. That's it. That's what I was trying to find. I couldn't find the right words, but yeah. So, I think there is, I don't know, I think there's a little more to it, but other than that, I feel like we can figure out like maybe what their what these people were like as humans. Like, I think Alastor, him being the radio demon, he must have been someone from like the 30s or 40s that was really a big radio star, like, because radio was a big thing before television, which is actually ironic because because I love that people have used the song "Video Killed the Radio Star," and it's kind of funny because I mean, in that sense, yeah, television became the big media, and radio was the big media before television, because everything you heard and saw was through radio. That used to be the thing of like, oh, up on the news we have this problem. Up in the news lately, in today's news, Babe Ruth has died due to or whatever thing. Lou Gehrig passed away due to Lou Gehrig disease and whatever. You know, like you'd find out your news. Oh, the war has ended during whatever time it would be. Radio was when you heard about this news, and then the rise of television happened. So radio wound up dying, and then television became the big media, because now television is where it's like, we know what happens with TV and with news and drama and all sorts of stuff, and soap operas and movies and things like that. And now social media is the new thing too, of where you hear things and where we get our kicks and our laughs and our entertainment here and there. Streaming is our thing now. So the progression of technology. So, like, I feel like Alastor, you can kind of put together that he was a radio star at one point. He was once like the world's populous radio, and even the pilot kind of adds on to, like, he just showed up out of nowhere and just became this overlord and took over all of hell and became known as the radio demon, overpowering everybody, even all the overlords, which I still think is so. This still blew my mind when rewatching the pilot, noticing all the characters they had in that scene was. I like, my mind was blown, because I remember the pilot, I was like, oh, these are interesting characters, flashing forward to after I'd seen the actual show, and then you see, like, those silhouettes during that scene, that backstory that Vaggy's giving about Alastor, and you see, like, Vox, you see Zestial, you see Visago, you see these names, and you see his face, and it's like, now you see the name, you see the faces to the names and the names to the faces, and I'm like, holy shit, that's so cool that Vivian had these characters in mind from the beginning. Like, we knew that these were characters that were a thing, like, oh, yeah, of course, Alastor, Husk, the main cast and crew, and everybody, but I didn't know that, like, characters like Vox, or, Valentino were going to be big, heavy players. I just thought that these were just silhouettes that we saw in that flashback and didn't pay any attention to that. But when you go back and watch that, it's so cool to be like, yo, how deep that is. Like Vivian really thought of everyone from the beginning, and was like kind of like gave teases of it, and I think that's so cool. So I feel like Vivian was like, yeah, I plan to use these characters a lot, so I love that. Got shot in the head. I mean, sure. We'll see. We'll see about that. And I feel like hold on. I feel like I know who you might just be. Unless I don't know. I feel like I have either drawn to I have drawn the fan base here, or I feel like I know who who specifically you are. Mage Wolf. Anyways, I like Hell of a Boss. I like Hazbin Hotel more because I just have that soft spot for it, and plus it was like my first, like I saw that first, then Hell of a Boss, and even though Hell of a Boss has opened like different viewpoints for me and is kind of a little more, it explores more of the lore of Hell, I still like what Hazbin Hotel established, I think, and I don't know, I'm trying not to be biased, but biasry aside, I still like Hazbin more, and yeah, but I like Hell of a Boss. I like what it's doing, and I think it's definitely a very an emotional roller coaster right now for any fans and for anyone lately that have watched the last 2 episodes. I will say that. I don't know if I'll do like a whole discussion about it now, like going into my thoughts on it. Maybe I'll just touch on it here and there about stuff. Oh shit! Okay, cool. So the fan base has arrived. Nice. I love that. I love when that happens. I love when like people from the fan base or people that use like the character users' names as their user names is kind of cool, because then I'm like, oh, it makes me think, quote, the fan base, you know what I mean? Because I've had this with when I was playing Security Breach, and so many people were called like Freddy and Springtrap and Sun and Moon, and I was like, okay, this is the implication that the fan base has arrived. Gee, I wonder if these people love Five Nights at Freddy's, or gee, I wonder if these people love Hazbin Hotel or Hell of a Boss, you know? But yeah, I will go on for another... Now that more people have tuned in, which I didn't think was going to happen, maybe we'll go for another 20 minutes, 30 minutes or so, and then we'll wrap it up for sure, 100%. So I think that might do it. And also, if you guys want, if you go check out this stream, check out last night's stream, and if you want to give like any comments, any love, any support, share it, like them, whatever, all that stuff. And no matter how many likes we get on both of these streams, I will do another stream tonight, and you guys will decide what stream I get to do, but I will do a poll for you guys. I have 5 options for you guys to pick, and either we can do the poll here, or we can do it in a community post. So right after this stream, there'll be either a community post, or you guys can vote right here and now what could be tonight's stream, because I have 5 ideas for tonight's stream. So I have 5 options of what we could do. So I have either, so hear me out. This will probably be, I don't know if I'll stream Wednesday, but just in case I don't stream Wednesday, tonight might be the last time I'll stream, just for now, because this is just a temporary moment. This is just a temporary capsule in time where I said, hey, I'm taking advantage of me streaming, so this is me taking advantage of streaming. So, with that being said, tonight could be the last time we do it until who knows when. Or maybe I'll do it on Wednesday. We'll see. But I don't think I will be doing it. I don't know if I'll be streaming Wednesday. We'll see. But that's up to me to decide. All I know is that tonight will be a 3rd stream. So I have 5 options for you guys. And you can all either vote right now in the chat, or there will be a community tab. And it will be up. I'll have that stream for you guys around maybe the same time I did last night, like 6. I think it was 6 I started. 6 or 7? Something like that? I don't remember. 6 or 7 my time. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. But all I know is that the 5 options I will mention here in this stream, and if you guys want, either leave your votes now, or should I do a community tab and you guys vote there too. Either way, vote here and vote, either just vote here or vote here and vote in that tab later after this stream. But I'm thinking along the lines of either we have Disney Speedstorm, we can just have a little fun, do some Speedstorm stuff. I did some grinding off screen, some other things we can do. There's Dreamlight Valley. I don't know, I forgot what episode we'd be on, but I'd bring that back because, hey, I did some grinding, we can come back to it another time and return to it afterwards, after maybe a year, whatever the case is. I have no idea when the next time I will be streaming. So, maybe we could do just a chill, kickback, relax, Dreamlight Valley stream, catch up, because I did some grinding and all. So, there's Dreamlight Valley we could do. We could do Marvel vs. Capcom, because I have Marvel's Capcom. I've played a little bit here and there. Well, actually, I don't know. Yeah, you know, I'll keep that as an option. I'll keep that as an option. I don't know if that'll be my major option, but if like you guys vote for it the most, then I'll pick it. But either Speedstorm, Dreamlight Valley, Marvel's Capcom, something that I think would kind of be fun to do just for like an occasional thing, like for a fun event like this, is there's a game called Broforce that I just remembered. I remember years ago I played on PC, and I realized that it was available for PlayStation, grinded it, and I thought, you know what? One day I just thought to myself, I was like, this would be funny to do for a stream. I think it'd be cool to do for a stream. So Broforce is an option, or we do, what we do is we start a new series, but only on one condition. I'm not gonna, here's only one condition here, is number 1, we start this series, and it's only for, hold on, we start a series, but on one condition, and on a few conditions actually. The conditions would be that this would just be episode 1, and that we would bring this back once I get back into the swing of things and actually get back in the flow of streaming again, like full-fledged, like full-time kind of ordeal. And if after we complete a series that we've already pre-existed, like if we finish Spider-Man, or if we finish the DLC, or if we finish Dream Drop Distance, or if we finish Ace Attorney, or if we finish Security Breach or Fallen Order, if we finish any of those, then I will reintroduce that series again. And the third condition is that I'm not going to tell you guys what that series is going to be. Technically, I have other series in mind I want to do before this, but something's been itching in my head that I want to do so badly. I want to do this series. So I'm going to, the one that I have in particular, I want to do first, even though there's others I want to do before it, and I've had in the back of my head for a little while, but I just want to do this and just do it for fun because it has been a little itch, and I've been thinking about it a little here and there time to time, and now it's resurfaced in my brain, and now I'm like, you know what? I think at least if we do episode 1, it'll be just this one time we do episode 1, like tonight, and if it gets the most votes, it will be episode 1. We will come back to it after we finish another stream series. So once we get back into full-time streaming again, then we finish a series, I'll bring that back. And like I said, I'm not gonna tell you the series until tonight. So if you guys vote for that mysterious stream, then you guys will find out what it is. If you guys don't vote for it, that's okay. You guys will just find out once we're finished with Spider-Man, or once we're finished with the Fallen Order. Fallen Order? Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that will be that. So those 5 mysterious stream series that will start early. We'll start very, very early on. Dreamlight Valley, Speedstorm, Broforce, Marvel vs. Capcom. I was gonna say Fall Guys, but I think that's too many options at this point. So those are the options. And I think, what time do I have? I think we'll go for another couple more minutes, and then we'll wrap it up. So if you guys have anything, leave it all in the chat. Whew. Let me stand up for a second, because, man, I really, like, I don't have the room for it, but I could use, like, a nice, like, comfortable chair or something to sit on, other than just my floor. I know it's random, but it's just saying. Jay saying a little bit. It will probably be posted after the stream's done. So if you guys want, you can vote for your votes right here and now. And then you guys can also go back and vote again in the community tab right after this stream, give or take. Give it like a couple minutes. So that'll be cool. And if you guys want to leave anything, feel free to leave whatever you'd like in the chat before we go. If you guys have any final questions, any final thoughts, whatever else, feel free down here. And if you are checking us out, feel free to leave them down in the comments section. So I would appreciate that very much. I know, like, this was kind of this started off as very bumpy, but I picked it up and smooth sailing it began. So while Stinky here has been sitting in my bed and on my bed, right? Right? Stinky? Yeah. Whew. Hey, how friggin' warm it is. But what do you gotta do? Right? Meow. You're comfortable and laying here cozy and all. There you go. You've been a good boy. You've been a good boy. Yeah, you've been a good boy. But yeah, if you're checking this out now during the live, we talked about season 1. We talked about maybe a bit of predictions for season 2. Touched a little bit with Hell of a Boss, because I know that that was going to be asked at some point or another. So yeah. Oh, okay. Bye. Bye. Okay. That was the artist formerly known as Milo. Anyways. Yeah, he's been alright. What? What do you want? Why are you looking at me like that, dude? Come on. Do you want to come back in here? Do you? I'm not following you right now. I know you're waiting for me. I'm not following you. I'm not. I'm sorry, no. It's not gonna happen, buddy. You can keep staring at me. It's not gonna happen. He's just out my hallway near my room, just staring at me, looking at me from the behind, like he's waiting for me to follow him and feed him. It's like, dude, you're gonna eat in another 2 hours or so. You already were fed last hour, so don't expect me to feed you again. So weird. Yeah, let me see if there's anything else to really do. I don't think there's really that much to do, if I'm being honest. Jesus, cat. Killing me. The thing is, there's not really a lot I want to do right now, because I don't have much to say. I know he does!
Zugor.
I know he is. He's fat and he's tubby. And he wants to eat. That's all he wants is food. I mean, he's not fat really, but he just got a little. He's got a little weight. But my folks are like, no, he's not fat. I'm like, he's still got a little weight hanging from him. That's normal. Yeah, well, still. Who is this guy, anyways? Bye. Bye. Have a beautiful time. But yeah, if you guys want more, I guess, of this related content, I will have annotations of, I'll have my top 10 Hazbin Hotel characters, if you're interested to know, and then my Hell of a Boss characters as well, and then probably something else over here. And if you want to check out my last stream, I probably have that at the as an annotation. We literally just went into talking about like Marvel stuff from last night, which was kind of fun. It was cool. It was great to kind of get back into the feeling of streaming again. It was really cool. I liked it. It was nice. It was a nice feeling a little bit. Not that it was like the best feeling ever, but it was nice. It just was cool. It felt like ages since I did streaming, and obviously that's due to like a personal matter and personal feelings, I should say, because it's a personal matter, number one, but it's also personal feelings about my comfortability and how I feel with certain things. But still, it felt like ages since I actually did something and streamed, and I was like, it felt good to do it again. So that's why tonight, that's why I thought of this idea, and I was like, you know what, no matter what I do, I'm gonna still stream tonight. I think it'd be cool. And also, I'll have videos in between all this, so don't worry. Is there a short that's probably released? I have no idea. I scheduled too many shorts, if I'm being honest. Probably too many to keep count, because I scheduled quite a bit of them. They might have been intertwined and interwoven into stuff. Or maybe not. Maybe not. I think the next thing I have is July 4th. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. That gives me enough time. Up before those shorts or after those shorts, whatever the case is. But I have something with Indigo Park I want to share. I have a few ideas on. Even though we talked about it before, I have something else I kind of want to add. Nothing too new, but something that kind of has arose in my head that perhaps not make things a little more clearer, but maybe I think the second time around me talking about it, I feel like my head is in a better direction than it was the first time talking about it. So that I will be sharing, and I have another video and a few reviews that will happen up soon as well. I meant to, yeah. You know what? What the hell? Let's kill this guy. This will be the last thing we do. While you guys tune in, if you want to leave questions or comments or anything like that.
Should I clap you in irons instead of killing you this time? Nah, you're dead. Zugo.
Well, you're double dead. Oh shit, this guy's choking me, grabbing me and everything. Oh, I don't like that. Uh-oh. Oh no, I don't like that, not one bit. If anything, these guys are gonna get kneecapped. Sure, Sauron's like trying to kill me, but I'm gonna make it out alive. Like I've been poisoned by Sauron somehow, in some way, but I'll make it out alive. Because I'm Talion, the first ever ring wearer. No! Yeah, let's go! Get wrecked, son! Oh shit! I don't like that one bit.
You won't get past my claw.
That sounds like Trevor. Trevor like McDowell or something like that.
For taking my hand, but I'm not, because now I get to kill you with my claw.
Yeah, that sounds like Thor. That sounds like Thor. I forgot what the guy's name is, but his name's Trevor. He played Superman, he played Thor, he was also Kingpin in the Spider-Man game. I know his name's Trevor. No, it's not Trevor, Travis. Travis, I think his name is. I think.
Don't get past my claw. Get over.
Ow! I'll look at that in a second, buddy. Kinda getting angry at this guy. Gimme, gimme, gimme! Oh, crap. No! Ooh. Redemption. Damn it! Okay, I need to move out of the way, because this guy's trying to literally poison me. Damn it. Where are you? 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 Gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, damn it! Let go. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I know. I'm very much aware of. Oh no! Oh shit! Okay. 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 Where are you? Wait, can I drain him? Oh, I can't get him from him. Nope. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Crap. Ah! No! No! No!
Your stench is becoming familiar, maggot.
Oh, damn it. Yeah, I know. I meant to drain him, but I couldn't reach him in time. Yeah, whatever. I hate it here. I hate it here. Yeah, whatever. Should I seek revenge? Oh, we got him. Oh, shit. Wait, that's my guy, right? Or no? That might be him. I think. Is that him? I don't remember. Did he kill that guy? No, there he is. That's the guy that killed me just now. Was this guy one of mine? I think. No? No, he's not. Or maybe. I forgot. Wait, hold on. No, it's blue. That's blue. This guy might be one of mine. I think. I forgot who I had as my ally. It's been months since I played this, so I really can't remember. And wouldn't be able to remember if my life depended on it, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I would say that there, Mage Wolf. I mean, it's a good theory because I know I know that Tom from Game Theory did a theory about that, and you know, it's a very interesting theory. I like it, but I don't like it. It has the right evidence, it has the right support, it has everything lined up. However, I can't help but disagree. It's a good theory, but I can't help but disagree. And you know what? Sometimes that's fine. That's okay. You have a good theory, I can still disagree with it or agree with it nonetheless. But I don't see that. We'll go into that later on, but I don't see that. I don't see that being the implication. It makes sense. It's kind of cool because everything all points to Rambly, but I don't think he is our villain. But we'll go into that later. I will save that for later. So yeah, that will be for later. You guys will get more on that later. On what, like, I don't have all my evidence, but I have some evidence to be like, hey, I think X, Y, and Z, at least, to say this. So we'll go into that later. No, I want to go over here. I want to go with this guy. Yeah. Should we seek revenge on him or no? Should we go after that guy or no? Is it worth it? Or should we just not worry about it? Nah, screw it. Let's do it. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Army. You're the guy I want. 37. Let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna get him. We're gonna go kneecap him. Actually, we're gonna do more than just kneecap him. We're gonna make him suffer. We're gonna make him suffer for what he's done. Can I? No, I wanted to use a zip line. That's fine. You're going to get revenge on him. Let your anger consume and destroy him once more. Yes. Yes. Good. Good. Let it flow through you. But yeah, if you guys want, you can leave your choices here in the chat, and then also if you guys go check out the poll later, you can also do your votes there too. So like I said, if you guys want, there's Speedstorm, there's Dreamlight Valley, there's a mysterious stream, which we will start in advance, like a new series. We'll start early. We'll just do episode 1, and then we'll stop, finish once we get back to full-time streaming. And then once we finish a series like Spider-Man, then we will do that series again. Speedstorm, Dreamlight Valley, Mysterious Stream, Broforce, or Marvel's Capcom. And if you guys don't know what Broforce is, you guys will see what Broforce is if you vote for Broforce. If not, you can look it up. It's pretty fun. I think it's cool. It's nothing like super major, but I think it was just cool to do.
There are Caragors near. Soon they will no longer need fear their master's whip.
Hey Juan, you just tuned in just in the right amount of time. We finished talking about the full season of Hazbin Hotel, more or less. Did a bit of predictions, and then we're gonna go kill this guy and kneecap the shit out of him. If I can find him. He was 37, right? Put on our detective vision. Yay! Is that him? There you are.
Zugor.
You are the one I want. You're mine. Your soul is mine. No? Yeah! Let's go!
You underestimate my claw.
I enjoy Hell of a Boss a lot. I like Hazbin Hotel more, but I enjoy Hell of a Boss a lot.
Meet my claw. What's this? I didn't get enough of my claw the last time it
Oh,
killed
shut up about
you.
your claw.
But luckily for
I'm
you,
gonna put your claw
my
up where it
claw
should
will
be.
Never tire of your flesh.
Let's go! Let's go!
He's right here. Struck again by my claw.
I'm gonna kneecap all of you. Get wrecked. I am surprised I have not used my Elfin Rage in a hot minute. I think I need to build up like stamina or my combo or something. I have no idea.
You're mine. Yeah, more of those.
That's fair. I mean, that's one reason to kind of like the show more than like Hell of a Boss more than Hazbin Hotel, but just personally, I just like the thing is, like I said, is Hell of a Boss expands more on that lore and that world a bit, and like you have the 7 sins, the 7 rings of hell, so it expands upon that. But I like what it kind of like. It's the groundwork. It laid the groundwork for what it was. Yeah, but I can't heal right now.
Look at this claw. It was your doing, and now it will be your undoing.
Nah.
Zugor.
I don't like your claw. Your claw. No! No! I hate it here.
Baga.
I hate it here with a passion. No. Okay, let's do this. Oh! Oh, I don't think so, buddy. I don't think so, buddy. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Wait. I'm just kidding. Oh, crap. Come on. Quick. Gotcha. Ooh, child. Ooh, child, things will get brighter. Ooh, no! Okay. Get up! No! Get up, you fool! Oh, my God. Ooh, got nervous there. Getting nervous. Ooh, how's it going, Mike? How's it going, buddy? Give me 1 second. I'm trying to strategize here and get this guy. Oh, shit! Okay. Oh, I really liked the first season. Talked about it a little bit. I enjoy it a lot. I did talk about some season 2 things. You can check out about it later and rewind it later after this. But I'm in the middle about demolishing some people here without dying again. Get him. Okay. Hold up. Wait a minute. Give me a second here. Where are you? Damn it. Not a fan. Not a fan.
You promote me for this.
Not a fan of this.
Thank you for dying by my hand, Grave Walker.
I think it's interesting. I'm not saying this is a bad thing. I think it's kind of funny. You and Ryan have not seen the series, but I love the fact that literally the both of you have been out of your way to be like, you know what, my wife or my girlfriend love the series, but I'm glad they do. I haven't watched it, so I'm like, okay. I think that's great though, but I appreciate that all of you have tuned into this already. And I'm glad that you actually checked this out, if I'm being honest. If you want to check out my last stream, I did. This is temporary. This is a temporary part-time streaming thing due to just stuff right now. And I'll be doing something tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'll be doing something tonight. And then last night I talked about just all sorts of stuff with MCU, because it was something I wanted to get into with the whole Jonathan Majors, Kang thing. That will be an annotation to that. You can go check that out after this if you want. By all means, whatever you feel like doing. I kind of want to kill someone right now before I am done with this, and then we'll be done for sure 100%. I know I keep saying that, but I want to at least I want to seek some justice at least at one point before I leave.
Must become worse.
So that is my obligation right now. This is just laid back, just like I did my whole thing. Now we can just talk about whatever stuff, and I mean we can keep talking about the show, but if you want to have anything else you want to add that isn't show related, then that's cool too. Alright, Detective Vision, don't fail me now. Damn it. Zipline. Yeah. Zipline. Let's go. Anyways, like I said, I really like the show. I like the season. I've enjoyed it a lot. It's very unique, or unique enough, because I know it's not the most, like, the thing is, and I'm gonna keep saying this, it's one of those things where it has that whole, it flips the script and it changes the fairy tale of good is evil and evil is good and so forth. Like, the bad guys are the good guys are the bad guys, kind of like Shrek, kind of like other fairy tales like Once Upon a Time and other things that have done this. And it's unique enough in the sense of how we always depicted religious stuff, and it shines a different light. Not to be like, oh man, heaven's bad, but it's just like, it's just interesting for a fictional thing. With this, it's interesting, and I'm glad that you do your little crossover stuff, Juan. I know you like the shows both a lot, so I'm glad you enjoy that and you do your thing with what is it, Daniel the Tiger? You said, yeah, Daniel the Tiger. Let me see where my guy is at.
Zugo.
I want to at least get this dude. And then once we're done with him, then we can leave. I want some justification. I seek justification. I seek it. I crave it. Yeah. Oh, I messed it up. Hold on.
Meet my claw! Don't you know by now it's folly to challenge me?
Yeah. Come get me. Fight me like the spider you are. Come on. Oh crap. No. Just too focused on arrowing it.
You underestimate my claw! Told you you won't get past my claw! You're nothing special!
As long as I'm not ambushed again, that was not fun. Get out of here, you claw. I don't want to hear about your claw. I'm tired.
Don't let him strike your neck!
Rip your claw off if I have to.
No, this can't be the end. My claw must avenge the hand you took from me.
My claw! My leg! My leg! Yeah! Rip your claw now. Let's go. That was satisfactory at its best. That was great. I don't know about that one. I mean, you were putting together really unique connections, but I don't think that's like intentional. It was just coincidences. Like the fact that Brandon Rogers and Fred Rogers share the last name. Like I said, like I'm not trying to destroy or dispute your imagination. I think you have a good imagination, but I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't, like, for example, they wouldn't be related because there is people that aren't related to each other. Like you have the actor Danny Glover from Lethal Weapon and Predator 2 and things like that from like 80s action movies, and he's not related to Donald Glover. Like, they're not related to each other. I think the only people that I know in Hollywood that are actually related to each other that have the same last name is well, I mean, there's a lot of people that are related to each other in Hollywood, but I'm saying, like, my point I'm trying to make is, like, Joaquin Phoenix is actually related to River Phoenix, if I remember correctly. I think. I'm pretty sure of that. So I will say that. So a couple more minutes and then we're done. Then we're done. A couple more minutes. I want to see if you guys have any thoughts, any final flicking thoughts before we leave, and then that will be that. So at least another like 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that, give or take. And then if you guys want, you can go vote for, after the stream, go vote for what the next stream will be for tonight. So either it'll be Speedstorm, it'll be Dream My Valley, it'll be Marvel's Capcom, it'll be Broforce, or it'll be something mysterious, so a mystery stream series that we will start early on in this year, and then maybe come back to it, say, hopefully December or January of next year. I have no idea. Oh yeah, no, like I said, I'm not disputing or destroying your whole, like, thing you do with your channel, which is cool. I think it's interesting. Not something I would put together, but I think it's interesting still. And if you guys want, you can come back and leave stuff in the comment section on what are your thoughts about this show. You're more than welcome to do so about that too. Or if you guys have any predictions for Season 2, if there's something you want to see from Season, if you wish to have saw in Season 1, or if you don't like the show, if this is not your thing, that's okay too. Pull out first. Draw! Yeah! I shot first. Let it be known that I shot first. You're welcome. Clint Eastwood style. See if there's anybody else around here before I get all of a sudden ambushed again. Bye. 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 There we go. Oh. Oh. Oh, okay. You know this means war then. Bye. Shot. Who shot me? Who tried to shoot me? One more minute, guys. If you have anything, feel free. If not, then that's going to conclude today. Let's go get him. Sick him, boy. Get him, Rover. Or just do nothing. I mean, I freed you. You're welcome. Yeah! Dinner time. Yeah. Where'd he go? Oh, he's still going. That's fair. I mean, yeah, Hazbin Hotel is on Amazon. Which, again, I think it's so cool that this was a show that was just a pilot, and then flash forward to 2020, like back in 2019, it was a pilot, and then flash forward to 2024, 4 years later, or hold on, 4? Hold up. 5 years later. 5 years later after its pilot release, and Amazon and A24 picked up on the series, and I think it's great that it's become, like, it was a big thing, and it was popular, and people loved it, and knew of its existence, but then the show debuted and aired, and now the fan base and all these people that love it are just, like, really love it. And I mean, props to them, and respect to them for sure. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that dog did what he did, and I'm glad he got to have his just desserts. Just one more thing. Bye. Is he? I don't know where he went. I can't tell where he went. I think he's gone. I don't know if he died or if he just ran away. Nonetheless, guys, I think that is going to do it for today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, if you like this video, please smash the like button. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to our videos every day, if not every week. Make sure you ring that bell. I do new videos every day week. Share the video with your friends, all that good stuff and more. Send suggestions down in the comments. You name it. I'll look to do as best as possible. And if you have any thoughts, what are your thoughts on the season 1 of Hazbin Hotel? Let me know down below as well. You have any favorite characters, anything, whatever. Even if it has nothing to do with the show, let me know some stuff down below. And also, like I said, I'll be having a, if you guys want, leave your votes here, and also leave your votes for the poll in just a few minutes or so. And look out for a few videos. Like I said, I have a video for Indigo Park, probably after that stream, after tonight's stream or so, give or take. We'll see what happens. There's that, probably a few more reviews. Like, it's gonna, like, we're gonna interchange and interwove into still reviews and top 10s and stuff like that, and just videos all together and all that. So look out for those things. I have probably some other stuff in store and planned and all that good stuff. And like I said, look out for tonight and find out what is tonight's stream going to be, depending on you guys. So you guys will decide. So either Dreamlight Valley, which will be episode, I have no idea, I'll have to look and find what was the last episode I did. So Dreamlight Valley, Speedstorm, a mystery series that will start early and then only on a few conditions. Like I said, you guys won't find out until you guys vote. If we do episode 1, and then we'll come back to this said series after, like, if Spider-Man's done, or once we get back to full-time streaming again and all that fun jazz. So we'll bring that back after, like, Spider-Man's done, or one of the series that we finish is complete, and then we'll bring that back. And also we'll start this early on. Like, let's say if, like, next, you know, like by 2025 everything's okay and I'm finally back into streaming again fully, then we'll do that. So on those conditions, Marvel's Capcom or Broforce. So you guys will go check those out in just a few minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all. Wait a minute. I almost forgot. For any of you that did tune in during the live stream and left something in the chat. It could have been anything that you left in the chat. It could have been anything whatsoever. You guys get shout outs, because for all of you that leave stuff in the chat, it doesn't matter if it's just a simple hi or your opinion or whatever it is, you guys are in the chat, my brain goes, hey, that person was here. That means you guys are awesome, you guys are legendary for being here, and you guys get shout outs. So for all of you that were here, we're the following of Mage Wolf, Ninja Wolf was here, Juan was here, Juan Torres was here, J-Dog, I think I saw like a Marissa or a Marissa, I think I want to say. There's a, I'm gonna probably, oh no, Gats, ew. No offense, man, but I don't like this name I'm about to say. Nothing personal, I cringe with like this type of lingo, but Giat Sigma. So, Giat Sigma. And Tom was here, and the legendary Mike from Did You See That was here. Go check him out if you like movies and you like all sorts of stuff like that. And if you like all sorts of other stuff, go check out you guys' each's channels, because Mage Wolf does streams like I do, or I have done, and Mike does stuff on his channel, and Juan does stuff on his channel, all that great stuff, and more, and I'm making sure that I didn't forget anybody. And also, I do want to shout out, he wasn't in the stream, but I do want to shout out to all the new subscribers. Thank you, Hades J on 666, funny. Well, kind of ish, but anyways, Hades, Javion, and Nardis Groenwald. So thank you for subscribing, because I just got notified by 2 new people, so that is awesome. That is fantastic. So, anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.